ओम गुरुर्भुवस्सुः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Namaskar dear students. Today in this video we are going to start question answer discussion. As you all know, the story is all about two friends, Bob and Jimmy, who had promised to meet 20 years later at a particular time and place. The twist at the end of the tale reveals how each friend lived up to the promise. So let's see question number A. It's all about rearranging the sentence. Let's read everybody. Page number 18, chapter number 2. Rearrange the sentences in order in which the actions took place. So these are the actions given 1, 2. Over here 8 actions are given. So answer will be written in the textbook only. So first sentence is which number, means which order. So we'll give you answer everybody. Let's write. First one 7th, second one first, third one second, fourth one fifth, fifth one 8th, sixth one 3, seventh one 6, and eighth one 4. So this is the answer, right? Question number B. Read these lines from the text and answer the questions. Number 1. It's all right, officer, he said reassuringly. I am just waiting for a friend. So dear students, I ask you one question from this line. What does he refer to over here? Hello. Yes, he refers to Bob. So we are having two questions A and B. Let's read and give answer everybody. Number 1. Where was he at this time? Right? Where was he? Actually, he was leaning against a hardware store on a dark street in New York City. He means Bob. Alright, dear students? Very easy. Okay, now we go for B question. What did he tell the officer about his friend? Let's give the answer. He told everything whatever happened before 20 years with his friend. So let's see what he tells over here in the answer. Answer B. He told the officer that Jimmy Wells was his best friend and the best chap in the world. They had grown up in New York City just like two brothers. Jimmy loved New York and did not want to go elsewhere or anywhere for making future. He was sure that Jimmy would not forget their appointment and would definitely come to meet him. So these things, this information Bob has given to the officer, patrolling officer. Alright? Okay. Now we move for question number 2 in reference to contest. You are not Jimmy Wells. This line is taken from text. So who said this word? To whom? I ask you one question from my side. Of course, Bob said to the tall person who came to meet Bob. Let's see the questions. We are having A, B and C questions. Let's see A question. Why did the speaker say this? The speaker is Bob, and why Bob said these words? Let's see the answer. The speaker said these words because he felt that though 20 years was a long time, a man's nose could not have changed from a Roman to a pug. Over here, Bob has taken one example of Roman and pug dog. Okay, Roman dog is having long nose, and pug everybody knows likewise. Alright, so he was knowing perfectly that Jimmy was having long nose and cannot be changed after 20 years also. That's why he has given and he has taken the example of these Roman to pug. Alright, dear students? Okay. Now we go forward. Question number B. Who was the listener? Why did he pretend to be Jimmy Wells? The listener answered. The listener was a plain clothes policeman. He was not Jimmy Wells. He pretended to be Jimmy Wells in order to arrest Bob. And Bob was wanted by the Chicago police. That's why he came. Alright? Let's go forward. Question number C. What was written in the note that the listener gave to the speaker? What was written? The last page. Page number, 18. Before the end of the chapter, the note is given in your chapter, and this note reveals all the whatever fact we want to know. In this note, Jimmy had written that he was at the appointed place at the set time. However, when Bob shifted and the dim light fell on his face, Jimmy realized that he was wanted by Chicago police. Though he was a very dutiful officer, he could not bring himself to arrest Bob because he was his friend. So he stopped himself to arrest Bob, and so had asked another policeman to arrest Bob. Arrest him. Alright, dear students? This is the answer. Now we'll discuss question number C, answer in detail. There are 1 to 5 questions. First we read the question, understand the question, and then discuss the answer. Alright? Let's go for question number 1. What do we get to know about the policeman on the beat? Right, dear students? It does mean that we want to give the information regarding about policeman. Describe policeman actually. Right? Let's see the textbook very first page, and you will get in the first paragraph, right, the answer. Let's see. The policeman on the beat had a stalwart form and slight swagger. He was a cautious and responsible officer, as he often stopped to check if the doors were properly locked or not, while keeping a watchful eye on the road. So this is the description given over here in the textbook about the policeman on the beat. Alright? This is the question number 1 answer. Let's see question number 2. Describe his surroundings. So, over here also description regarding the surrounding. Let's give the answer. Answer 2. It was 10 o'clock at night. There were few people on the road, as the area was one that kept early hours. Most of the doors were closed. Only a few of the stores had their lights on. So, this is the scenario. Okay? At 10 o'clock at night. So, this is surrounding scenario we want to describe in the answer. Alright? Let's go forward. Question number 3. Why was the man standing at the doorway of the hardware store? The man, it does mean that Bob. Yes, Jimmy's friend. So why he was standing there? Let's give the answer, everybody. And let's discuss. The man means Bob was standing at the doorway of the hardware store because he was waiting for his friend Jimmy Wells. They had decided to meet there 20 years ago after having dined at Big Joe Brady's restaurant. That restaurant had been pulled down 5 years ago, and in its place stood the hardware store. So he has come over here for meeting his friend Jimmy. That's why he was standing there. Alright, dear students, very easy answer. Alright. Let's go for question number 4. What did the tall man in the coat and Bob talk about? What is the conversation between the two persons? Let's see the answer. The tall man in the coat greeted Bob and introduced himself as Jimmy Wells. Then they shook hands, and Jimmy said that he had been certain that he would find Bob there. He went on to say that he was sad that the old restaurant had been brought down. Otherwise, they could have had another dinner there. Then he asked Bob how the West had treated him. Bob said that the West had given him everything he had asked for. Then he remarked that Jimmy had changed a lot. In fact, he seemed taller by 2 or 3 inches. The tall man quickly said that he had grown a little taller after turning 20. On being asked how he was doing, the tall man said that he was doing moderately well, as he had a position in one of the city departments. Then he suggested going to a place he knew where they could have a long talk about old times. As the man started walking, Bob told the tall man about his success in the West and how well he had done there. So this is the discussion between Bob and the tall man who introduced himself as Jimmy Wells. Alright, let's go forward for question number 5. Why did Bob's hand tremble as he finished reading the note? Answer. As Bob read the note from Patrolman Wells, he realized that Jimmy Wells, his childhood friend, whom he had trusted completely and for whom he had risked his life and come thousands of miles, had actually got him arrested. As he felt betrayed, he cheated him. His hands trembled. That's why his hands tremble. Alright, dear students? Okay. Let's see the think and answer. Did Jimmy Wells do the correct thing by having his friend arrested? Give reason for your answer. Everybody, think. Okay, I give you answer. Jimmy did correct thing for, though Bob was a good friend of his. He did what was morally correct. As a dutiful police officer, he could not allow a criminal who was wanted by the police to go around freely. Jimmy did not do the correct thing, if we say in second perspective. Jimmy did not do the correct thing as he was not loyal to his childhood friend. He betrayed Bob, who had risked his life and come thousands of miles to keep his promise. Bob had been sure that Jimmy would come, but he had not expected Jimmy to betray him. So this may be the answer. 2 answers. Alright? Alright. Thank you everybody and have a nice day.